Hello, Kollywood fans. Welcome back to another episode on our podcast. This is a very special episode, arguably the biggest one this half of the year, because you know what day it is? It's the Coolie FDFS day, it's தலைவர் Day, and yeah, we're here to give you our thoughts on what our first day first show experiences are or were in this FDFS feature. So yeah, joining me today we have Dart Bro who got this the show, the 9:30 show, right? You got it in Chennai.
Yes, JK. Nine name show. 9 a.m. show. The first show in
Yeah,
Tamil Nadu. Yeah.
yeah, in Tamil Nadu, right? Yeah. And which theater was it? A local theater or
Yeah,
did you catch it in
thankfully
a
எனக்கு வந்து
multiplex?
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நான் மால்ல தான் டிக்கெட் கிடைச்சது பட் somehow கொஞ்சம் சண்டை போட்டு ஒரு லோக்கல் தியேட்டர் டிக்கெட் வாங்கிட்டேன் ஸோ ஐ காட் த ப்ராப்பர் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஆஃப்
Cool,
கார்த்திக்
cool.
தீபம் டான்சிங் ட்ரங்க் பீப்புள் ஃபைட்டிங்
அதுவே ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்ல. Yeah,
ஸோ எனக்கு
அதுவே ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்.
I'm pretty happy I got
Yeah,
that today. So yeah.
yeah. Likewise, bro. Likewise. Like, and I'm here in Karnataka, so like here we have early morning 6:30 a.m. shows. இருக்கு. Local theater தான் போனேன் because PVR, as you know, like the big multiplex is always open late. I didn't want to risk it. Because like Siri, and even if you wait too long, even the other theater special shows, it is a slightly higher in price. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to look at this horse in the mouth of the Sultan. I booked the 6:30 a.m. show itself. So yeah, speaking of which, bro, what was your thought when you walked into your screening? Like, what was the mindset like? What was your frame of mind like as
I
the
mean, honestly,
opening credits?
after all that has happened in the recent years in Kollywood 2025, கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் கம்மி
Yeah,
தான் வச்சுட்டு போனேன் இந்த வருஷம். And also, Lokesh has been little notorious for giving a little underwhelming second halves, at least for me personally. So
yeah.
I had my expectations in check, but I was still expecting some really good action sequences, uh, some scenes which I can like keep revisiting again and again, which Lokesh and Anirudh have been successful in doing all these years left. So under
True.
expectation, so I was pretty excited, honestly, going into the cinemas.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah, bro, you touched upon a very valid point that, because Lokesh always gets the best technicians for his movie. Like you have a Girish Gangadharan, you have Anirudh, you have Anbariv, who are arguably the best stunt masters in India right now in terms of how original their set pieces are. So I was like, I want to watch cinematic brilliance on screen. And above that, ஒரு சின்ன bonus because நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி I don't want to keep my expectations too high. I want to see how a Talaivar star vehicle will fit into Lokesh's, toy house of guns and ghosts and
Exactly.
gore and all.
Yeah.
அது மட்டும் தான் எனக்கு இருந்துச்சு. Cautiously optimisticனே சொல்லலாம். 3 hours later, how are you feeling
I mean, I'll be honest.
in one
I did
phrase?
not get what I was expecting. I mean, my expectations are already very low. ஆனா நான் எதிர்பார்த்தது எனக்கு கிடைக்கல. லைக்
Hmm.
படத்தை விட்டு வெளில வரும்போது லைக் ஆஃப்டர் 1 hour நான் when I was writing down my review, I was like, if that ஏதாவது சீன் எனக்கு ஸ்டாண்ட் அவுட் ஆகுதான்னு யோசிக்கும் போது அஃப்கோர்ஸ் அதர் தேன் ஃபார் த ஐகானிக் ஷார்ட். ஐ மீன் ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு டிஸ்க்ளோஸ் டூ மச் பட் அவுட் சைட் ஆஃப் தட்
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
பெருசா மைண்ட்ல எதுவுமே நிக்கல. அண்ட் தட் இஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ஃபெயிலியர் ஃபார்
Ah.
மீ ஆன் இட்ஸ் ஓன்.
Yeah. On a slight tangent, எனக்கு வந்துட்டு பாத்தீங்கன்னா like I had a specific point. I mean, of course, not giving away any plot points or anything. I had a specific point during the film where I felt, oh God, this is not going to turn out the way I would, would ideally wanted to turn out. In Ramari, I could feel that feeling in my stomach. Because I mean, without giving too much away, I could tell the plot was kind of like, losing steam. அப்படின்னா எனக்கு தோண ஆரம்பிச்சு and that just kept planting a seed of doubt in my mind with everything. Like, I mean, it's fun. It's great fun watching all that stuff unfold on screen because சொன்ன மாதிரி it is a technically brilliant film. All the set pieces and all are well thought out. But something just felt like it was not clicking. I mean, even on the level of, say, like a Vikram, which is arguably one of Lokesh's more, cohesive works. அது மட்டும் தான் எனக்கு தோணிட்டே இருந்துச்சு. I couldn't shake that feeling at all
So
throughout the
yeah,
screen.
holding on to that thought. So what did work for you in this experience of 150 plus minutes?
Like I see, I'll give credit where it's due. Like when the cinematic highs of this film hit, they hit like a bomb. I could be biased because it was day first experience. Nala decibel level na off the charts இருந்துச்சு. Local theaterல whistle, claps, எல்லாம் ஏஞ்சி நின்னாரு. அதெல்லாம் okay, but you could still see the brilliance on screen. Like okay, இந்த ஒரு mass momentன்றதுக்காக வைக்கலனாலும் there's a bit of thought behind how it is. Like, okay, in the நிமிஷத்துல இது இங்க claps வரணுன்றதுக்காகலாம் இல்ல. There is a genuine enormous reason for why those things are typically happening, and the way they're presented also makes all the difference. Whether it's like a fight sequence which has a story of its own, which is actually one of Lokesh's strongest suits. Like he tells good story through action.
Yeah,
In Leoட character கூட பார்த்திருப்போம்.
yeah,
And I'm glad and I'm happy to report that is there in bucket loads in this film. Almost all of them. I mean, some of them அங்க இங்க because of the general pacing எனக்கு வந்து issue இருந்துச்சு. But that's a fault of the greater the writing of the film rather than the action, the set piece or the action sequence itself. So for me, that worked. The performances I thought were pretty great. Kollywood is in pen form, and really all the characters do great with the scope that they are presented with the script. But அதான் லைக் ஒரு சில கேரக்டர் எனக்கு வித்தவுட் கிவிங் டூ மச் அவே பெருசா they kind of fell by the wayside தோணுச்சு. But that's a plot issue. It
yeah.
was not a fault of their performance. That's just the material they were given எனக்கு தோணுச்சு. Yeah, உங்களுக்கு bro, what did you think?
For me personally, like நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி the story was kind of focused. Like பெருசா எதுவுமே இந்த பக்கம் அந்த பக்கம் போல. Like even when Monica was coming up, it was kind of part of the story,
Mm,
and I think that is something that we can
mm.
expect from Lokesh movies. So I like that aspect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That aspect of the movie, like any frame or any small still which was part of this entire package was there because it had to take the
yeah,
story forward. அது மாதிரி தான் இருந்துச்சு.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, Outside of that, of course, the
yeah,
experience of the first 30 minutes of hysteria with Rajni coming back in a Lokesh movie, and of course, towards the end. So, all that was the biggest bonus for me, and
yeah.
everything in between was here and there for me. So, on that note, what didn't work for you?
What didn't work for me? I mean, I think this is gonna have to be a separate discussion because
Yeah,
it's not as simple a thing as it was workout ஆகலன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. That is a bit harsh of a criticism. Maybe it's our own expectation, but எனக்கு என்ன work out ஆகலன்னா like I feel like at some point in the towards the end of the first half வந்துட்டு I felt the movie started leaning more towards individual cinematic high points rather than the overall plot line. So it kind of felt எனக்கு ஒரு disjointed மாதிரி ஆயிடுச்சு. Like I mean, it's great fun. It's functional as a plot எல்லாம் okay தான். But it just doesn't tie together very well. Like and it kind of like you can tell. Like in the second half, I don't know if you felt it, but எனக்கு அந்த லைட் அந்த பிசிறு தட்டின மாதிரி தெரிஞ்சிச்சு. Like okay, இது எப்படா like okay, this is what is gonna
yeah.
happen
Just
அப்படின்ற மாதிரி.
rephrasing what you are saying, Anako, I also felt that like the emotional quotient of me. For the characters, like characters-காக ஃபீல் பண்றதுங்கிற ஒரு ஃபேக்டர் எனக்கு பெருசா இல்லவே இல்லை. It like
Yeah,
why
yeah.
Deva is doing
Maybe
what
there's too
he's
many.
doing, why Shruti Hassan is what
Yeah,
she is, like, because I wasn't able to connect to those emotions.
yeah,
It kind of
yeah.
it kind of always felt I was outside the movie, and it was not like Jailer where it
Mm,
was pure Rajini hysteria. It was somewhere between both of them, and movies kind of felt lost because of that for me. On
like
that note, like so, whom would you recommend this movie to?
keep your expectations on a low. Look at this film in a vacuum. அவ்வளவுதான் நான் சொல்லுவேன். Like leave aside the 1,000 crore argument. Leave aside the fact that Lokesh okay இவ்வளவு hype இருக்கு அது இது LCU எல்லாம் ஒதுக்கிட்டு just go see what it is. Enjoy the brilliant moments on screen. Celebrate with people around you, and you'll have fun. What about you? Who would you recommend it to?
I seriously don't know. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical.
Exactly.
Would I
It's
even
hard.
recommend this to people? Is it worth their 2.5 hours? எனக்கு தெரியல. So this is somewhere between a jailer and a Vetain, so you should go with that expectation, is what I would say.
So yeah, guys, that was our FDFS Pechu for the much-awaited Coolie. What did you think? Did you manage to catch it in a theater near you for the first day, or are you catching it soon? What are your expectations? And if you caught it, do tell us in the comments what you thought, and then we catch you in the next one.